One of the world's most historical football clubs has finally been saved, and it has finally been taken over. After a year in waiting, after it was shut down, after the Saudis were shut down and kicked out the door from the Premier League without any explanation last year during COVID, when everyone was at their most vulnerable, when Newcastle fans were so excited to see their club being taken over and finally have Mike Ashley gone. It was kicked out. The Saudis were kicked out last year, and finally it has happened this year. It's taken a matter of 48 hours for them to come back in and get Newcastle, and Mike Ashley is finally out. Newcastle don't have to worry about no spending. Mike Ashley is finally gone, and it is back. Newcastle United, it's finally a club again, and the Saudis have bought Newcastle. The takeover has been completed of this morning. This is probably one of the most exciting deals I've seen. It is better than the transfer market, probably personally. And this is coming from a Manchester United fan. Personally, I just want to see the best clubs and the biggest clubs of the land be what they should be and where they should be. Newcastle should be way farther up the table, and it's because of that man who's been their owner for the longest time, Mike Ashley. He hasn't put in money, he hasn't been ruthless, he hasn't appointed the right people, he hasn't gotten the right players in, and it's just been abysmal. And Newcastle shouldn't have been a ping pong championship team for a while. They shouldn't be a relegation team. They should be pushing for Europa League. They should be mid-table. And now times have changed, and Mike Ashley is out, guys, because the takeover has been completed from Mohammed bin Salman, the guy who is now the richest football owner in the land, in the world, overtaking the man at Man City, Sheikh Mansour, and it is crazy. Sheikh Mansour, guys, is worth 23 billion, and the man Mohammed bin Salman is worth 320 billion. It's the 300 billion more. That's just outstanding. And for Newcastle to get this, people are going to say, well, Newcastle fans have said, well, Man City have spent money for years, and they've always been mad at other Premier League teams spending money. And yeah, people are going to say that about Newcastle fans, but everybody wants their team to be good. Everyone wants their team to be successful. And Newcastle are finally going to have an influx of money so that they can actually have a good team. I know there's going to be the rumors of Haaland and Mbappe and all this kind of stuff, and that's just a load of hogwash. But they're going to make some amazing signings, and I'm sure of it. Wait till the January window comes around. They're going to sign them, get some quality players in. But for me, you got to just look at right now the situation at coaching. Steve Bruce. Everyone was saying under Mike Ashley, he's going to stay. Steve Bruce is going to be the manager until they get back into the championship and they get relegated. But already we're seeing rumors from Sky Sports, from BBC, all reporters out there, football world, that they're saying new takeovers happen, new owners have come in. They've already set their eyes on replacing Steve Bruce and looking to sack him. That is music to Newcastle fans' ears. I've been seeing True Geordie. I've been seeing all over the kickoff and all over around there and around the world, or mostly Newcastle fans, saying we want Steve Bruce out. And I don't blame them. It has been abysmal football. You've seen some of the worst percentages of win rates coming out. You've seen some of the worst goals coming out. And for them to be sitting in 19th with the team they have, personally, I predict them to be up farther up the table. If you look at who they have, Alan St. Maximin, probably one of the best wingers in the league. You have Callum Wilson, a great finisher up top. You also have Miggy Almiron. You have Longstaffs. You have some great players there. And they just need to play some right football. And if you get the right manager in there, I think you'd have a good team. Joel Intent is good. He just needs to be in the right role. And I think if you get the right manager in, you're going to have a good team. And you're going to get the right players in. And these owners are the right owners for the job. More so because of the money and because there's going to be some spending. Unlike years past, where Mike Ashley has felt like, no, I'm not going to spend anything because I just don't feel like wasting my money in a football club. But it is so interesting to finally see Mike Ashley out of the club, because for years we've waited for Newcastle to make some signings in the window. It hasn't happened. There was that year where Jeff Hendrick came in and there was some free signings and some cheap players coming in. And now you can finally look to the future and maybe January transfer window. These guys are definitely going to make some signings. And there's definitely going to be a new manager, I'm guessing, in this week or maybe next week during the international break. Hopefully we see a sacking. But for me, the best possible thing here is Newcastle's going to be on the up. One of the biggest clubs to be in the Premier League, one of the namesakes in the Premier League. Alan Shearer came from there, all the big names. And for them to go from a European team all the way to relegation now is abysmal. And it's because of their owner. And everyone could say, well, you can't complain about the owner. Man United fans do it. A lot of fans in the league do it. Arsenal fans, Newcastle fans, and Newcastle truly could. Look where they are in the league. Look at the players they've brought in. Look at the manager they've brought in. Look at the cash influx. There's been nothing happening there for years, and finally Mike Ashley's on the club. But the most interesting part for me is how fast this happened. Last year, Premier League declined it and said it wouldn't happen because of the beIN Sports stuff, and now they finally allowed it, and they got it over the line within literally 48 hours. This deal happened so fast, I couldn't believe it. And it is just amazing to see that Newcastle is finally going to have something to cheer for, and the world should be cheering for Newcastle and the Premier League in general. I know a lot of Premier League fans are going to be pissed. This could have happened to Burnley. This could have happened to Watford. This could have happened to Reading. It could have happened to Coventry City. This could have happened to any team, but it happened to the right team. They've wanted to go to a team that they could tell they could buy for a decently cheap price. They could tell that they want to go to a team that has a lot of historical meaning and background, and a team that they can spend money in, and that will know that they have a history and they can have a future, because Newcastle should have a future, because Newcastle should be up there in Europa League where they deserve to be like years gone by. But guys, the new owner, Mohammed bin Salman, worth 320 billion euros, has officially taken over Newcastle United, making Newcastle United the richest team in the world, surpassing Sheikh Mansour and Manchester City. But guys, this is an amazing day for football, and this is a great day for Newcastle United fans. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a like down below, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.